Good morning. Welcome to our My Jong Horn Pie program for this Wednesday morning. We are moving along with our Tam Tuey. We've been looking at a lot of foundations for the Mahjong system, and now we're starting to look at some, pardon me, some foundations that connect to our passes of the set. We've been talking about the difference between the calisthenic and choreography parts, the way that things are passed from person to person, and how to think about opening those up and finding the martial technique so that we've got this nice full system where we've got range of motion, physical fitness, calisthenics work, along with sport-specific coordination drills, and then how those link and come into from the long fist into the sort of more upright fighting system. Let's get ourselves set up for this morning, though. So we'll just let the head rise and fall. And looking from side to side. And ear to one shoulder and hang. And the other, again, to the first side. And the second. Couple of circles in the front. And let's loosen up the shoulders one way. And loosen up the shoulders the other way. Arms can circle back one way. And around the other. And we'll reach and lean to one side. And to the other side. First side. And the second. Hands come up over the head. We're going to twist, let those arms fall. So we've been talking about creating different arcs and pathways in the arms from the rotation of the trunk. And we'll reverse, we'll head the other way. So one arm forward, one arm backwards on the vertical plane. Let's go to the horizontal plane. So wrapping, we talked about how many things can come out of this. You know, you can think about back fists, hammers, slaps, elbows, hooks, all sorts of movement from that horizontal plane. Then we've got our downwards diagonals. We've got our rising diagonals. And then we had our verticals. Arms in the same direction, down and up. Good. And shake it out a little. Let's warm up the hips. Let the hips roll one way. And the hips can roll the other. One more time the first way. And the second. Then hip circuits from the inside to the outside. 2, 3, 4, 5. From the outside to the inside. 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to your shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands behind the head. Cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shake it out a little. Feet together. Knees can roll one way. Knees can roll the other. One more time the first way. And the second. And we're going to stretch down, hang down towards the ground. And then we're going to roll to come back up. Okay, we've been working on a difficult hip loosening exercise as part of our warm-ups. So hands are going to come up above the head, and we're going to go swing up, swing back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Well, we continue to work on the legs. Let's go for a lunge to one side. Stretching down. And over to the other. Both feet forward. A lunge to one side. And through to the other. Back to the first side and heel up to the sky. And same with the second side. And sorry, toe up to the sky, heel down. No, heel up to the sky. Good. Both feet forward. Walk your hands to one leg and stretch. Walk your hands to the other leg to stretch. Back to the first side. And to the second. One hand on the floor, one up to the ceiling. And then change. One hand on the floor, one up to the ceiling. Walk your legs in. And rolling up from the ground. Okay, loosening things up. Let's jump into our foundational punching drills from the Jong system. So feet a little wider than shoulder width. We're trying to learn how to produce thrust from the hip down into the ground to spiral that through and into the punch. Then we're going to grab, we're going to punch and spiral out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a little bit of a drop before you punch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slipping under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. One more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And quick break on those legs. Okay, so let's go to another drill we've been doing because we were talking about those quick changes from lateral to square to lateral again. And we were using a drill from here that we had picked up a little bit from the Surwayun set where we're twisting to punch, scooping underneath, and rolling back to punch. So we twist 1 and come back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We'll come up out of that one. Okay, we've been using one other foundation, and that is the grab, kick, punch combo. And this is going to show up in the second section. It's going to show up in some of the others as well. So we're going to grasp, we're going to pull, kick, punch, step back, punch. This is a good coordination drill. 1. And we're trying to rotate that trunk. We're reaching. So we've got nice rotation, and then we're twisting the trunk, kicking, and then back again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change those feet so the other foot's back. We're grabbing, punching, and kicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And come on up. Okay. The other things we've been putting together and reviewing are the turnarounds and openings and closings of each pass. So one of the first things we see in the set is this back of hand to palm to punch technique. So let's work that. And again, as a calisthenic drill, I want to be able to lead my feet and hips forward, and I want to be able to turn my trunk to the lateral and back to the square, to the lateral, back to the square. So I'm really working on the strength of the core muscles in the back and in the belly. And I want the arms to be loose. So I'm going back of hand, palm, punch, other side. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel that punch is being loaded. 7, load it up. 8, the cranking around. 9, 10, one more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let's think about using this as a way of moving in a little bit. So we've got a couple of options. From here, 1, 2, and I'm going to shuffle in and punch. 1, 2, shuffle in and punch. 1, 2, shuffle in. 3, shuffle in. 4, moving in. 5, so you're timing a thrust out of the leg. 1, 2, push through. 1, 2, drive. 1, 2, drive out. 1, 2, drive out. We could slip in. 1, change foot, step in. So we sneak up with the back foot while we're doing our backhand palm, and we shove out to punch. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A couple more. Slip up. Punch out. Step in. Wind up that inside. Release to punch. Wind up that inside. Release to punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. So we were talking about the various things. We catch our breath for a second that we can do with this. So this could be back of hand parrying. This can be palm parrying. Parry, 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 parry. Parry, parry, punch. Parry, trap, push down, punch. Back fist to hit. boom. Oh, palm strike, back fist, palm strike, punch. So we've got a few things we can be doing, and we want to be able to move in. So if we're fighting from that lateral position a bit, we want to be able to think of using this in that lateral position, shuffling in, shuffling back, stepping up, stepping back. So we've got in, back, shuffle, shuffle, slip, move, and we want to have all that connected to the rotation of the trunk, to the looseness of the arms, to create back of hand or back fist, palm, and punch combo. Okay, also inside the set is our lunging lead arm punch. In the set, it's quite dramatic in what we're doing in terms of trying to open up the chest and create some intelligence in the waist turning and hip structure. So from our back of hand palm punch, we're actually going to load up the leg of the arm that's out. We're going to peel back on the ribs without letting this arm move. And then we're going to step in and lunge. So we have this pull back, step in, pull back, step in. And this arm's staying nice and fixed for the most part. So we're stretching across that and pushing into our punch. Let's just do a couple more. So we stretch that across. We punch in. We bring that across. We punch in. One more time. We can bring that across and punch. Now we'll do it the other side, not shown in the set this way. But from here, we want to draw, load the back leg so we can push out to punch. Draw, settle, push in. So we want to combine. We want the strike to be about mass transfer. I'm pushing through my leg to punch in, yet I'm keeping this open frame to, again, strengthen my shoulders, strengthen my rotations in my waist. One more, and push. Now, again, if we tighten that up, one of the reasons we're keeping this shoulder fairly still is because we want to be able to keep my guard in place while getting a little bit of sense of being able to, that exaggerated load, we have taught our rib cage how to kind of pull back slightly. So I could be covering, setting up, and what we're learning how to do here is how to take space with our lead arm and move in with that lead arm without dropping or losing this arm. So having that focus on keeping this arm in place makes sure that we're not just focused on the punching arm, but we've got some continuity through the body. Let's move to our second sort of connecting motion. This one, again, is a very difficult waist exercise. So if I'm sitting in the lateral with my horse rider's position, I want to be able to turn my trunk so I can hit with a hook, palm out, and I can tuck my elbow. I'm going to pull down, so one hand goes over the other. I'm going to slide and come back. So I'm going to wrap around, down, and back. Now, what's super hard with this one is the knee of the leg that you're doing the hook with is going to want to collapse and give up. But we're trying to pressure it down in the ground. So again, we're learning how to strengthen these rotations. When we get in and grab somebody, we want to have strong rotations. In, down, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a whip. Whips around, covers down. Out. 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That elbow should be dragging on your rib cage. That's one of the reasons for chambering, so we don't flare our elbows when we punch. We're punching from the ribs, elbows low. Last 2. 1, 2. Good. We'll come on up from there. Okay, time is doing its time thing and zipping on by. So let's break into Tam Tuey number 1. I'm going to start with my back turned, and let's start out the form. So the form starts out with that idea of emptying the mind, connecting mind and body, looking for nice alignments, top of head suspended, shoulder blades dropped, drop in your hips, drop in your legs. We're going to start out with that back of hand, palm, punch. We're going to do that lead arm lunge. We're going to step out and lunge in. So we're in the elongated square forward stance, and we're going to shuffle forward slightly and reposition the lead leg so we're in the lateral as we pull across, as we draw that arm in. We're going to smash down. Now here we're trying to learn how to use the central axle of the spine. So we drop the arms, rotate the hips, and then raise the arms with our torso across. So here's some of those deep calisthenics. Heels in the ground, nice stretch in the back leg, strengthening and creating good rotation. We circulate around for a back fist high. We settle this down. Oh, this back leg's been waiting to snap out with a low kick. And we go back to the lunging punch. Boom. So now we do the opposite side. So we shuffle in, we bring that arm across. So this is sitting about sternum level, fist or so widths away. We smash down. We're still all on that lateral. Now we're going to slip the foot slightly. We're going to rotate through, and we've got that nice closed waist exercise across. Drop down, back fist to the nose, settle the arm, kick through low, lunge punch brings us to the first side again. So another left leg lead, pull in, smash down, twist through, back fist high, settle low, kick low, punch. Now here's some of that work we were doing earlier with shuffling and moving and stepping in. So we're going to shuffle in and turn inwards. We're going to slide up the back foot, and we're going to punch out. And that's section 1. So I'm going to start section 1 again and take it the other direction across the room. So we're in our section 1 beginning. We're going to pull back, lunge punch, hook in, smash down, twist through, back fist, settle, kick, punch, shuffle, pull, smash down, pivot up, back fist, kick, punch. One last time, shuffle in, smash down, twist through, back fist, settle, kick, punch, step, turn in, shuffle up with the palm, settle and punch. Okay, so that's our choreography for number 1. Let's do that with some nice fluid continuity. We'll go back and forth one more time, and then we'll start into the openings of section 2. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we've got this fluidity. Punch, shuffle, smash down, pivot up, back fist, settle, kick, punch, shuffle, pull in, smash down, twist, back fist, settle, kick left, and punch. Last time on this side, shuffle in, smash down, come up, back fist, settle, kick, punch, shuffle up, palm punch. We'll just take it for another tour. So we're going to pull back, push out, shuffle in, smash down, still on the horse. Here's where we pivot to the narrow forward, back fist, kick low, lunge punch. Shuffle across with that elbow, smash down, pivot up, back fist, settle, kick, punch. One more time. Pull in, smash down, pivot up, back, settle, kick, punch, shuffle up, palm punch. Okay, so we've got just a few minutes left here. We need to look at now the opening of number 2. So we said that we're going to have these 2 openings. We're going to have this back, this sort of palm punch between everything, but we've got 2 ways we're going to step out. 1, out and punch. Number 2 goes hook around, settle, pull down, punch. So first one, we're stepping out to the square. Second one, we're going from that same position, but we're stepping out in the lateral, throwing our hook punch, pull down punch. I'll do that from the other side. So if I finished my Tam Tuey number 1, and I did my back fist kick, and I stepped up, palm punch. Now as I settle into the horse, I'm going to hook that right hand around, pull it down, and punch out. One more time to open that up. So we've gone palm punch, we've shuffled in, palm punch, we slide out to the lateral, left hand comes to hip, right hand hits up in the hook, right hand goes under left, we pull right elbow back and punch out with the left hand. Last time. So we went palm, punch, step out, hook, pull down, punch. Now, we've been working in the beginnings of class on the Wei Lung Bai Mei, this slipping kind of motion with the hands. And we see this in modern boxing a lot, where they just put their glove on their head and take shots. That's okay if you got a glove. It doesn't work quite so well if your hand's there. It can still stop you from getting hit in the head, but there's a lot more energy transfer. So this has that sort of curved wrist, and we're slipping things off. So this is a bit of an oh-no position. It's like, whoa, what was that? Ah, something's here. I'm covering. So we're going to get that right off the start from our number 2 in our number 2. So we go hook punch, pull down punch. Now we're going to slip up with the wrist, and we're going to make our travel to our narrow square by pulling in, down, and punching out. So from the setup here, we're going step out, 1, 2, slip under, twist and punch. Then we're going to use something we see at the beginning of class a bit. Instead of grabbing though, we're going to do a little back fist. We're going to turn over the hand. We're going to pull that hand in and kick and punch at the same time. Let's try that from the beginning again. So we've gone palm punch, step out, 1, 2, 3, slip under, punch from the back arm, turn over, kick and punch. Now we need to transfer this to the other side. So as we go to the lateral, we're going to kind of bring in our left hand so we can circulate it out, hook punch, pull down, straight punch. Now we're going to repeat. We're going to take this wrist goes here. We're curving it to make it a good surface for deflecting with. So we curve that and we punch out. We make our back fist, and then we pull and kick and punch. As we step back into the lateral with the left leg, we're going to circulate this arm around to create a hook. So we circulate, hook, pull down, punch, slip under, punch out. Back fist, kick and punch. Now we finish here, we go hook and punch, and then we shuffle up palm, and punch. And that's going to be our bridge into number 3. So let's do number 2 back the other way. Then we got to finish off. We'll get more detailed with it, just introducing it today. So around, down, punch, slip under, square up, punch from the back arm, back fist, kick and punch, step to the lateral, hook punch, pull down punch, slip under, narrow stance and punch, back fist, kick and punch, hook down, punch, slip under, punch, back fist, kick and punch. One more time. Lateral, hook, punch, shuffle in, palm, punch. And number 3 will open like number 1. And we're mostly going to be alternating between those 2 openings, whether we come out with the lead arm or whether we come out with the rear arm. So we're either going to come in with the lead arm in the square, or we're going to throw a rear arm hook to lead arm combo. Okay, we're going to have to leave it there for today. So shoulders can go back and shoulders can go forward. Arms can circle back one way and the other. We'll reach and lean to one side and the other. Shake out those arms a bit. Cross one foot, stretch down towards the floor. And come up. Cross the other foot. Stretch down to the floor. And come back up. All right. Thanks for trying hard today. Got any questions on what we worked on? You're here live. Let's take those, or text or email me. Bring those answers into the next lesson for you. Thanks for training today.